So let's talk about that. So your first record deal, you were with Capitol.
Yes.
You were with Capitol, and then right after that,
I was with Capitol for about, I think I did about 3 albums or 4 albums with Capitol. 3 albums with Capitol. After that, we were me and DJ Broadway from just a guy I met. He was a dope producer. He was from this crew called 360. We created a production deal, a label deal. My first label deal that I got so fucked over and all that, you know what I'm saying? We created that for MCA. And that's where with Exhibit came.
yeah,
And it was a big mess with that, but it all came back together and all that. But
so it was like you kind of learning the business, and
yeah, you gotta pay dues, man.
Yeah, you
gotta
learn
pay dues.
You learn the hard way sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so tell me about. So did you go to Ruthless next, or did you go to Aftermath?
No. After MCA, with that album, King T for Life,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre was leaving Death Row. He was creating a new situation. He had no name. He didn't have nothing, you know, and he called me. Bobcat actually was down with him, and they all called me and was like, yo, we want you to be down with this situation. Oh, man, it was a dream come true. Because me and Dre had always been tight. It's a Compton thing, you know what I'm saying? Like that, really. Yeah. When NWA was touring, we were always the opening act. King T or Rodney O or something, we were always with them. You know, we were always open. You know, we used to tear hotels up, so it was, you know. And I used to go through, when I was working on with Capitol and things like that, and they were working on the Chronic album, I used to go up to Solar and hear the little shit they was doing on the Chronic and shit like that. And everything was cool. That shit was dope. So when he got away from that, wanted to start his own situation, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect, and we got in there and hammered it out. You know, just some personal things, you know, arose, and, you know, we're still good friends to this day. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, did you ever see anything crazy when you stopped by when over in Death Row, when you stopped by and see what they were working on?
because DJ Pooh was producing Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound. Yeah, I used to go through there all the time. Yeah,
you
saw all the crazy shit.
Tell me the craziest thing you saw over there. You don't have to say no names.
Well, I didn't see nothing too crazy, but I've seen a motherfucker get slapped up. You know what I'm saying? Just with Tupac, you know what I'm saying? When Tupac came around, it was just that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? If you said something wrong, or it's a party situation going on and you trying to create some negative energy, you get slapped up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it was.
And then, so after Aftermath, is that when you went over to Ruthless?
Yeah, we worked out a situation with Tamika.
Yeah.
Dre and Tamika worked out something because, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to get held. There's this legend about Dr. Dre that you can get shelved. Like, he did the same thing with Rakim and Busta, and I'm not the only one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to take my shit and move on. And him and Tamika was trying to come to peace with certain things, dealing with Eazy-E and things like that.
Yeah.
So we were trying to work the deal out to where maybe she could put out my shit and go make some new shit. And the manager I had back in the day, they ended up getting into a cat fight or some shit like that, and the shit just didn't work out. But Tamika, she looked out, you know what I'm saying? She shot a motherfucker $100,000 up front, like cash, like, here, let me have it.
Oh, wow.
I love you, boo. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Wow. And speaking of that, like, was you close to Eazy?
Yeah, that was my dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they used to hang out in the Kelly Park area. I was in, like you said, the Nutty Block area, and we always used to run into each other. We was messing with the same girls and doing our thing and shit like that, you know. So it was love.
Yeah,
it was nothing but love.
What'd you think of the movie that came out, the NWA Straight Outta Compton? Do you think it depicted like some of your memories of like On the Road and E?
Yeah. You know, it's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot added to it and a lot of taken from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make certain people look good and make certain people look bad. So I know how Hollywood is, but most of it was good. I know a lot of the Skateland shit that they were talking about in the movie, we were there. You know what I'm saying? We, like I said, we opened for Eazy everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially Skateland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially Skateland.
There's a lot of memories there, man.
Yeah, you can see it on the posters and everywhere. You know.
So you left Aftermath, went to Ruthless, trying to make that work. Did you ever look back and see at Aftermath when they signed? Was it Eminem, and that's when they really started popping?
Eminem was signed when I was working on my first single, the video, and there I was doing my video, and Dre signed Eminem. He came to the video shoot to show me what he was working on with Eminem and all that. So you know, I mean, what could I say about that? You know what I'm saying? What decision would you make?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Eminem was is a great artist, you know what I'm saying? It's a very dominant MC, you know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with him on the mic, you know what I'm saying? I know when to bow down, you know. But that was part of me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me, you know, can I take this somewhere and where I ain't got to compete with that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how Dre is. I know how Dre is, you know. And it was all love, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. Dre was like, I don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
But if you want, you know what I'm saying? And it was probably one of the worst mistakes I ever made in my career.
It's like buying the house at the top of the market and then trying to sell it at the bottom sometimes.
Bad mistake.
But you learn, you know, it's like, that's life, you know, it's like you run into, like I was talking to my son the other day about just certain situations in my life where I've made mistakes that probably financially cost me, but that made me better in the long run financially. So,
You'll know later. You won't make that same mistake. Hopefully.
No. Back to the Straight Outta Compton movie, where you kind of like pissed or upset there wasn't a King T cameo? Because I know I was.
Nah, not at all. It was about it was a story about NWA and Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? And I understood that. Yeah, in the beginning, you're gonna have them feelings, but you grow to understand it was about them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about who the fuck they were friends with. Yeah. Because I didn't see nobody they were, on the side who they were friends with, you know what I'm saying?
But it's such a big correlation, I think, with just like West Coast hip hop and the people that are around them. I mean, there's some big names that were around NWA.
A lot of them.
Yeah, maybe they need.
What happened to JJ Fad, dog?
Exactly. Yeah, so maybe they'll make a movie one day about.
It'll all come out.
The Compton, hip hop artists and how it all kind of correlated and tied together.
Maybe they'll make a movie about Skateland, period.
Yeah. Yep, you're right there.
And World on Wheels.